Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to our weekly update video. Today is Friday the 8th of December. Hope you're having a good Friday. Well, let's start off with our stars of the week. So we did have 5 stars this week awarded, and many of them were from awarded to Key Stage 3. So let's start with listening, went to Ala in year 7. Teamwork went to Iman in year 7. Respect went to Aisha in year 8. And perseverance went to Asia in year 8. And finally, organization went to Tasneem, who is in year 9. So mashallah, well done to our 5 stars this week. House winners. Okay, so unfortunately Malcolm in 4th place with just 3 merit points. Franklin have 6 merit points. Montague and Banksy, only 1 merit point between them. Montague have 18 and Banksy are in the lead with 19 merit points. So well done to Team Banksy. Now, we didn't do words of the week this week just because it was exam week, and basically they had an opportunity in the morning during tutorial just to revise on Monday. There is an idiom of the week, which is make ends meet. So that means to make just enough money to pay your expenses. Now let's talk about, so yesterday year 9 went to a lovely trip to New Wimbledon Theatre to watch A Christmas Carol. So this is one of the set texts for the GCSE course. They haven't studied it yet. This was, I suppose, a preparation for them to study it. They really enjoyed themselves. And I'll just say a quick word about trips. Trips take they take a lot of effort and time to organize as a school. We have to find the trips, book the trips, then we also have to complete risk assessments, manage staff who will be going, as well as cover teachers as well. So there's a lot of work that goes into trips. And I know students really enjoy taking time out of outside the classroom to learn or experience new things. So overall it's a very positive experience. At the same time, I do understand as well from parents sometimes the cost, but also it can also be just a hassle of having to pick up or drop your daughter in a different location and also the time as well. So yesterday I think they got back to the station at 3:50. So logistics can be a bit of a challenge, but I think overall, if we just all remember, inshallah, the trips are something that is beneficial for students, and know that we try our utmost to keep the trips cost-wise as low as possible, which is why oftentimes we do use public transport when we can. And we are fortunate because obviously we have secondary school kids, so it makes it easier. But also we can catch one bus and get down to Hounslow West Underground Station quite easily. So yes, that's just, I suppose, a little reminder about why we do so many trips. Just thinking about the value that they add to your daughter's education, inshallah. So on Wednesday this week, the girls had a bit of a surprise. So I did an assembly in the morning. It was our Ofsted celebration assembly for the students. It was an opportunity just to I shared some parts of the report with them, but really it was an opportunity for me to say to the students a huge well done for their outstanding behavior throughout the 4-day inspection, and to reflect on where we're going to be going next, inshallah. So in the afternoon, they were awarded with an afternoon of pizza and movie. So girls, different classes watched different movies, and we ordered pizza in for them. They had already eaten lunch. This was like their second lunch treat. So that was a nice afternoon spent. That was Wednesday. And finally, this week as well, we had assembly with Ahlam and Amelia, both girls in year 8. They helped me with my Human Rights Day assembly. So Human Rights Day takes place on the 10th of December every year. And they basically did a really excellent assembly. They read out some extracts I wanted them to read, and we also watched a short clip from a very interesting documentary produced by Amnesty International They produced it last year. It was discussing whether Israel is an apartheid state, and we watched about 5 or 6 minutes of that documentary, as well as listening to how the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was established, what it means, what are some of the human rights, etc. So a huge well done to Ahlam and to Amelia. I have given them merit points for their performance. Very confident and very clear in their delivery, mashallah. So well done to them. Now, moving on to next week. So our exam for year 7, 8, 9 and 10 finished today. However, our year 11s have their mocks starting next week. So they will be in school just for the exams, and we will run them in the main hall. So they will sit the full, GCSE exams next week as close as possible to the real thing. So just please keep an eye out on your daughter's timetable. So she might not necessarily have to come in the morning. She might have a later exam. It could be at 10 o'clock. It could be at 11:30, whenever it is. Please just make sure she gets to school on time for her exam. What will happen is the teachers will mark the exams over the holidays, and then you will receive your daughter's predicted grades based on these mock exams, and these will be used for sixth form applications, etc. So that's something that will happen after the holidays. So year 11 reports will go out really after the holidays. Well, the predicted grades will come out after the holidays during the first week, inshallah. For everyone else, so school is back to normal next week. We have dare I say the words, a quiet week. I'm just thinking, because year 11 have mocks, we probably don't have many things happening in other places. But a few reminders. Of course, we have Sisters Evening taking place next week on Saturday. Alhamdulillah, lots and lots of tickets are being sold, and really like to hopefully see our mums there with students, and hopefully have a nice time. I think one of the things on Wednesday, I was talking to the girls was about the idea of celebrating and having celebration after you've achieved something and worked hard for something. So inshallah, the Sisters Evening could be a reward for your daughters after the exams, whether it's year 11 mocks or it's exams that have taken place this week as well, a treat for them and a celebration for all the hard work and revision that they have done. And I will say that I have seen throughout the week students from all classes come with their notes, revision notes, testing each other, flashcards, really with a positive attitude to learning and wanting to do well. So, well done to all the classes for that. That's excellent to see. The other thing, so Sisters Evening, Saturday the 16th, tickets are £25. If you don't know, you can book a ticket through the office. They will send you a link if you don't already have it, and then you just make the payment, inshallah. So that's Saturday the 16th. Other than that, a few notices. I'll say, let's call it housekeeping. So number one, car parking. So again, I think after school, we are getting much better in making sure that we are parking cars correctly and waiting for pick up. However, we're still having some problems in the morning, so just please be aware not to drive into the road that comes to the school and just stop there in the middle of the road so your daughters can get off the car. You must park your car, either go down Vineries Close or come into a parking space or go into the staff car park the car and then let them get out. If you just stop in the middle of the road, you cause a huge problem for everybody who is behind you, but also traffic in the opposite direction as well. So please be mindful. The truth is, it's very cold, and otherwise if things don't get better, I'm gonna have to go out in the morning and do traffic wardening, which I really do not want to do. So inshallah, just please be mindful. I do tell the students, don't let your parents just drop you off in the middle. Come right into the school before you get dropped off. It's just common sense, inshallah, and just being a bit courteous about drivers. I know in the morning parents need to get to work. You want to just drop off quickly and go. However, do take a moment to think about other people as well. It's not a nice gesture just to stop in the middle of the road just so your daughters can jump out. And when they jump out, they normally have to jump out and they go and get their bag. It's not a 2-second process, let's put it like that. So please be mindful of that. The other thing is about sweets and, let's call it, unsavory items in school. So I do lunch duty quite a lot during the week, and I am noticing an increased number of students having lollipops, and I have no idea what they're called, but all I know is that they're probably not even edible. They are just full of junk, which make your tongue go blue. There's some powders and some spray as well, apparently, which some students have. So I feel that now it's got to the point where we might have to step in. But before I go there, just if parents can please make sure that you do not pack for your daughter any of those type of products, and lollipops, sweets. I'm trying to think of the word that you would use to describe them. Basically just chemical junk is what we'll call it. I will then have a word with our local corner shop as well, just to see if students are purchasing it from there. What happens is sometimes students come in with a bag of sweets, and then they are giving them out to other students, which is a lovely gesture. But instead of giving this chemical junk, maybe they could, share something which is a bit more wholesome. I'm not 100% sure where it's coming from right now, but I am looking into this. So if parents, and also drinks as well. So I've seen sometimes, particularly with the older girls, they, of course, energy drinks are banned, but they might have other drinks that are like sports drinks, or they've got high amounts of caffeine in them. Again, if they are getting them from home, please obviously put a stop to that. Otherwise, if they're purchasing it from our local shop, I will make sure that stops as well. And this obviously involves an education as well, talking to the girls about healthy eating, and I suppose for us it's not even just healthy eating, it's actually stop eating chemicals. So I will do an assembly, some tutorial, we'll do some work around that, but this is just sort of like starting off. I'm just putting that out there for parents to be aware of as well. And while we're on that topic as well, there are some rumors, let's put it like that, of students maybe selling some of these products to other girls in school. So last year we did update the behavior policy, so we don't allow any buying and selling of goods on our school premises unless it is something that is sanctioned by the school. So if it's, for example, a cake sale that we organize or we tell students to organize, etc. So that is actually in our behavior policy. We do not allow that at all. So if you know, or you might think your daughter might be involved in that, just tell her to stop, because I'd rather it just stops now. Otherwise we will have to go and do a further investigation into what actually is happening. The other two things I just wanted to mention as well, clubs. So we would like to run our clubs from next term, inshallah, next half term, January. So if you're a parent who has a skill, a talent, something you'd like to share with the girls, and you'd like to run a club, just 45 minutes after school on any day that you like, please do get in touch with me at the school office. And we can arrange that, inshallah. It can be a small group, it can be 5-10 students. If you have a passion for something that you would like to share, we would really like to hear from you. And in the same way, for careers as well, I mentioned in the last video, however, no parent has reached out to me. So I'm going to say it again. If you work or you have a profession that you would take out half an hour of your time just to come and meet the students and do a short presentation or talk just about what you do, what path you took to get to this place, that's something that our students can benefit from, inshallah. Please do reach out to me. And it doesn't have to be, we want to make it very diverse. We obviously, the students have spoken to somebody who's studying medicine, we've had somebody who's doing accounts. We just, if you're in a profession, particularly, not just any profession, that you're willing to give up half an hour of your time, please do get in touch. I thought I was in a rambly mood, and I am, because now this has been going on for 14 minutes. So I will stop there. I hope you will have a lovely weekend, inshallah. We've only got 2 weeks to go until the end of, I was about to say academic year. It's not the end of the academic, till the end of the year, till the holidays, inshallah. So I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and see you here next week, Friday. Assalamu alaikum.